Hello, welcome to Learning Curve Acres. I'm going to do the 40 question challenge. I'm going to try and keep it brief because I know some of the videos have been kind of lengthy. So let's get to it. Question 1. Do you like blue cheese? Yes. I like gorgonzola with dried apricots. You slice the dried apricots and put just a little bit of the gorgonzola inside, and it's really yummy. Nice little decadent treat. Number 2, Coke or Pepsi. I used to prefer Coke, but I don't like either anymore. I find it leaves like a funny film flavor on my teeth. I don't know. I don't like it. Nowadays, if I'm going to drink something that's carbonated, I generally lean towards a club soda. Just nice, simple. If I want something a little sweeter, I'll have a ginger ale. Are you in a relationship? Number 3. Yes. My husband and I celebrated our 24th wedding anniversary back in the summertime. And so, yes, married for many years. Whiskey, tequila, or vodka? I've never tried tequila because I'm allergic to aloe, and aloe is the cousin of the agave. So it's always made sense for me to just avoid it. I do like whiskey, and I do like a good scotch as well, but generally I drink wine. Hot dogs or cheeseburgers? Convenience, a hot dog. But let's face it, a really good hamburger wins every time. And my husband makes the best homemade hamburgers ever. What is your favorite food? I don't have a favorite food. I love all food, or most foods. There are very few things that I don't like. But yeah, I don't have a favorite. So number 7, what's the first thing you drink in the morning? Water. Just plain and simple, water. Can you do 100 push-ups? Do I look like I can do 100 push-ups? No. No. 9, favorite season? I don't have a favorite season anymore. I used to love summer. I've had heat stroke far too many times to really enjoy summer now. But I try to just really enjoy the best that each season has to offer. No matter what season you're looking at, there are downsides to everything. But I just try and look at what's, we're in winter now. We've got snow. It's beautiful. It's a time to slow down a little bit. So I really try to just embrace each season and what I enjoy out of that season. Favorite hobby? I love doing paper crafts. So scrapbooking, pocket letters, that sort of thing. I'm not so big on card making, but that's okay. Do you have tattoos? No. A lot of people have tattoos. That's fine. That's up to them. A lot of people say they choose to express their individuality with tattoos. I think it's more unique now to find someone who doesn't have a tattoo of some sort. Do I wear glasses? Yes. Right here. I need them for distance. I also have an astigmatism. So I've worn them for quite some time. I'm getting to that point where I'm starting to think I may need a separate pair of reading glasses, unfortunately. Do you have any phobias? Not really. Like the old song says, I don't like spiders and snakes, but I don't have any actual phobias. I can control how I react around, spiders and snakes and other things I may not like very much, but I don't have an actual phobia. Do you have a nickname? Yes. ever since I was born, my father called me Mouse, Marcy Mousy. And a couple of my friends through high school kind of picked up on it and called me Mouse as well. But that's about it. Like, my husband will call me Love or Dear. But, pardon me. But, you know, my main nickname is Mouse. What is your favorite sweet? That is a seasonal thing. In the fall, I really like to get like a bag of rockets. Those of you who don't live in Canada, I'm sorry you do not know what these are, but they're great little wee candies that come in you get a little sleeve of them. And it's a childhood thing. I love them. Middle of winter, it's Junior Mints or Cinnamon Hearts, that kind of thing. And in this, like later in the spring and summer, I'm not that big. Like once it gets warm, I'm not that into the sweets. So, do you believe in ghosts? I believe that there are spirits that will make themselves appear like a loved one, but I don't believe that your loved ones come back and can haunt you, if that makes any sense. Biggest downfall, I worry too much about what everybody else thinks. I asked my husband what he thought my biggest downfall, and that's what he said. I usually worry too much and work over things in my head so many times, going through all the worst case scenarios. I stress about stuff like that. Rain or snow? It depends. In the wintertime, I love when we've got those great big fat fluffy, picture perfect snowflakes. I love that. I think it's beautiful. Especially if I'm inside in front of a fire. That's wonderful. But in the summertime, I love a good rain. We need it. I love to garden, so having the rain I love. Number 19. Any piercings? Just my ears. That's it. Got these done when I was 10. Had to beg my parents. It wasn't until there was an episode on the Cosby Show where Theo had his ear pierced by Denise, and it got all infected. And my parents and I were watching that, and I'm like, I made the comment, I didn't know you could pierce your own ears. And my parents both finally agreed that I could get my ears pierced because I'd been begging them for years, because my big sister, who's 18 years older than me, she had her ears pierced, and I was absolutely in love with her earrings. How old am I? I'm 46. 21. French fries or onion rings? Oh, good onion rings you can't beat. Really good onion rings. And we have a place just a couple minutes from us. They make awesome onion rings. So it's a good thing they're closed for the winter. Otherwise, I'd be probably about 3 times the size I am now, because I'd be always going and getting their onion rings. 22. Do you have children? I have 2 children. I have a daughter who's 22. She's a PSW, working at a long-term care facility. And I have a son who's 20. He's saving up to figure out what he wants to do for college. And so he's currently working full-time with a coffee chain in the area. But yeah, Matthew will be 20, actually on the 28th. He's not quite 20 yet. Favorite color? I don't have a favorite color. I have colors I don't particularly care for. I'm not big on oranges and browns and those kind of colors. But, you know, buttercup yellow, the pinks, jewel tones, burgundies. Like, for the most part, if you see it in nature, I like it. 24. Can you sing? I had a teacher who once said, everyone can sing, but not everyone should. I fall into the not everyone should. We'll just leave it at that. No. Can you whistle? No. Doesn't work. Just, nah. Where were you born? I was born at York County Hospital in Newmarket, Ontario. It's now called South Lake Regional Health Centre, and this hospital is now massive. But yeah, I was born in Newmarket. Do you have any siblings? Yes. I am the youngest of 6 children. My oldest brother is 25 years older than I am. 25 years and a couple months. There was a gap of 15 and a half years between two of the children. So that, and I'm the very youngest. So, you know, it's basically I had lots of adults in my life. Can I cook? I can. I don't enjoy it. I will admit that. But I can cook. I have favorite things I like to do. I enjoy making soups. I enjoy doing a roast where you can just you put the meat in, you put your potatoes and onions and carrots and everything else around it, pop it in the oven, and let it do its thing. That's the kind of cooking I like. I don't mind cooking if my husband and I are cooking together as well. But I don't really enjoy cooking. Can you swim? Yes. I can swim. I'm not a very strong swimmer anymore because I haven't done it in a while. But I can swim. Are you religious? Yes, I am. Very. But that's not what this channel is about, and I don't want to... I'm not going to go into that with this. 31. Bath or shower? Shower. Quick, get in, get out, get going with everything else that has to be done. Big city, nature, or countryside? I live in the country. I like it. The only thing better would be is if we didn't have neighbors whose houses we could see. That's the only thing I would really prefer. But considering the fact we used to live in the city and I hated it there because I felt like we were in a fishbowl. All the neighbors behind could see into your yard. There was no privacy. This I like. We're quite spoiled out here. Are you a good friend? I would like to think I am. I try very hard. So I hope so. Have you broken any bones? Yes. I broke the 5th metatarsal bone in my left foot, the 5th metacarpal bone in my right hand. I have broken a rib, and I have broken all of my toes multiple times. I am an accident waiting to happen, unfortunately. 35. How many TVs are in your house? We have 3. One is in the basement, not doing anything, and the only reason it's still in the house is because it's one of those great big, heavy dinosaur TVs that it's just, no one has ever felt like getting it up and out. Worst pain you've ever felt. I'm going to say that that's when I rode a set of stairs down on my spine. I was in nylons. I was wearing nylons. I didn't have shoes on or slippers for grip. We had laminate floor in the dining room, and we were in a multi-level home. I hit the top lip. My feet went out. I lit on my spine, just at the bottom of the shoulder blades. That was the first point of impact. And then I rode the stairs down on my back. I also broke my coccyx. That's when I broke my coccyx. And I partially collapsed a lung. And I gave myself brain damage from whacking the back of my head off of every single stair on the way down. I had bruised kidneys. And I was up and walking and doing everything and back to work the next day, but I would come home and be in absolute tears because I was in so much pain. And the pain meds I had been given at the hospital were doing absolutely nothing for me. So considering the fact that I've had 2 children, and that was the worst pain I'd ever had, it was bad. It was really bad. 37. Do you dance? Not really anymore. I enjoy dancing at a wedding with my husband, especially if our song comes on, which is usually played at most weddings. But yeah, I'm not the kind to dance around the house anymore. I used to, but not anymore. I don't move that well anymore because of all my falls. Do you like camping? Yes. I grew up, my parents had an old Glendette. We used to go camping all the time. When Jay and I, when the kids were little, we bought a tent and we started taking them camping. We haven't gone camping in several years, not since we moved here, especially. But then again, we're living a lifestyle that we don't feel we need to escape from. So I think that's a big part of it. Are you weird? Definitely. Just ask my kids. I'm the weirdest. And number 40, nominate others to do this. Well, I haven't seen Tim at TrollForge, and I haven't seen Jason at Start from Seed Homesteading. So I'm gonna nominate those 2. Alrighty, so I hope I kept that quick enough. Take care, stay warm, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay?